Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today it is time for already the fourth Sailor Moon inspired nail art, and today this one is inspired by Sailor Mars. I really had a cool idea on forehand with like flames and stuff like that, and I just wanted to wing it a little bit, so I didn't draw out the design on forehand, but I just really wanted to just try some new stuff out. So if you're curious to know how I made this, please keep on watching. So on forehand I applied two decent layers of base coat, and I'm using one by Essence. This is my favorite one. You see me using it in almost every nail art tutorial with like regular nail polishes, but I just really love this one. It is super affordable and it dries up really quickly as well, and it actually prevents my nails from staining really well. So yeah, do check that one out if you want that one as well. Then I am going in with a light white polish by Catrice to the ring fingernail, and I'm just applying 2 coats of that. Then I'm going in with a beautiful like super pigmented black by OPI. This one is from the Hello Kitty collection, and I am applying that to the middle finger, the pinky and the thumb. And you just want to apply 2 coats of that as well, or just start off with one decent one, and don't forget to cap off the edges as well, because on this black nail we are going to make some drag marble flames. And this was actually my first time making drag marble flames, or flames freehand, if you want to call it like that. So I've never even tried this before, so just bear with me if it is a little bit like hesitant or anything like that. It was just my first time trying this out, so yeah, just go ahead and watch it and just learn with me as I go in this little process. Then for the pointer finger, I really wanted to make this like a beautiful Mars inspired design, so I really had to put in some red. Red is a color that really reminds me of Christmas, so that's why I don't wear it that much, but combined with the black and the white, it actually does look really cool. So then it is time for me to make the flame drag marble, and I'm just going in with another layer of that black, applying a little bit red on the tip, a little orange and a little yellow above that, and you want to work pretty quickly, so I'm just going to drag it and wiping off my brush if needed. And you just want to go with the flow, just do whatever seems good to you. There aren't really rules to this, and I have to say that I was really inspired by Robin Moses nail art, and I've been following her for years. I've mentioned this in like previous videos, but her work really inspired me to actually make nail art videos myself. So Robin, if you're watching, I highly doubt it, but if you are watching, thank you so much for teaching me a lot of my nail art skills. Just by watching and trying it out, I actually learned a ton from her, and she's like a nail art goddess in my opinion. She works with regular nail polishes and she also has her own brushes, so I actually really want to buy her brushes as we speak about her. So yeah, do let her know in the comments, or just let her know on Instagram that I'm actually really inspired by her, and she's like one of my biggest examples in life as far as nail art goes. So yeah, here you just see me doing the pinky nail, and you want to do this for all of the black nails, so I'm just letting you watch and just ramble a little bit through it. And as you can see here, I actually added a little bit too much of that yellow, so we are going to add a little bit more of the red later on. If you do apply too much, that's okay. You can just get rid of that with your brush, or just get rid of it around the tips with your finger later on. So here you can see me. This nail was kind of a little bit of a fail, but I tried to fix it. And if you make mistakes, that's okay. We're all here to learn, and nobody can do anything perfect for a first time, or you're like a wonder child or something. That's fine too, you know. Just do your thing. But yeah, this was just my first time trying out, as I said, and you just really want to make sure that you clean your brush in between with some nail polish remover. And I just made sure I had a little bit of like tissue paper underneath the nail I was working on, just for easy access, if you know what I mean. but here you can actually see me trying to fix the mistakes a little bit more, making sure you also clean off the brush before you put it back in the bottle, and just cap off the edge if you have a little bit like excess nail polish on your nail. So then you want to go on to the thumb if you think the pinky was good enough already, or you can start with the thumb, that's all up to you. And I was like, let's just try it with a little yellow first, and then the orange, and then the red, and just see how that will turn out. So you do want to work quick, and as I said, while I was filming it, it was extremely hot in my filming room, so I really had to work like extra fast because my polish was just drying while looking at it. It was really insane. But yeah, just go with the flow, just drag your brush through it. You don't want to press too hard because then you might mess up the base black layer, and you don't want that. So just go on, add a little more, or just remove a little bit more if that's necessary. And don't forget to clean off your brush in between, because you don't want to have like a super yucky brush at the end. Always make sure that you clean off your brushes while you're when you are done with your nail art as well, just to make sure that you can use your brushes next time as well, and you don't have to buy like a whole new set or something. I mostly get my nail art brushes from AliExpress and eBay, but as I said, I really want to get some of the Robin Moses nail art brushes, so I might just buy them and review them in a video or something. Then for the pointer finger, I am going to apply a little bit more of the red and just adhering some of that red glitter in there. This is just one way of me doing glitter nails, like full on glitter nails. If you want to know some 4 other techniques that I actually do check out one of my older videos in which I show you 5 techniques on how to apply loose glitter to your own nails. So yeah, I'm just dunking in the glitter onto the wet polish and just making sure that I tap my finger a little bit to make sure that the excess will fall off. You can also just use a brush, which I'm using right now, which is a flat nail art brush, just to pat down the loose glitters a little bit more into the wet polish so it will stick to the nail. And after that, just tap it off a little bit more just to make sure that most of the excess is off, and all the other loose glitter you can actually just wipe it off with that same brush. You could also use like a little spoon or something to just dunk it onto the nail, but for me a brush works fine too. And here you can see me just using a little bit of pure alcohol to get rid of that excess glitter on a towel. I usually work on a towel because that is really practical to me, but you could also just do it on a desk or a table just to make sure that it is one you can easily clean off, especially when you work with loose glitter. Then I'm going to add some water decals to this one as well. So I just got 3, and the first one is a round one with Sailor Mars on it, and we're going to apply that one to the center of the ring finger. I really wanted to make sure that it was kind of similar to all the other Sailor Moon inspired nail arts I made, but just a little bit different, because to me personally Sailor Mars is kind of like the odd one of the bunch when you know the Sailor Moon series. So not that it's a bad thing to be a little bit different or the odd one of the bunch. I actually really like that. I'm a little bit of a strange one myself when I think about it. Even in high school and stuff like that, I was a little bit like the nerdy anime loving kind of girl, with the weird one with the 4 older brothers, you know. I was always looked upon a little bit differently, but that's okay. If you're different, you're unique, so let's just celebrate uniqueness together. I also added 2 roses, which were water decals, and now with top coat I'm going to adhere some of these crescent moon or like half moon red glitters just to tie in this design completely. And I just added a couple of those. You don't need much, and just scoop them around and place them wherever you want them. I'm actually adhering those or applying those with my crystal katana, which I got from AliExpress. So if you want to know where I got it, do let me know in the comments down below and I will reply to you with the direct link. And I just wanted to add a little bit more of that red loose glitter to that like Sailor Mars nail just to tie in this design completely, and so the red nail wouldn't be like the odd one in the bunch. Just call it like that. And I actually noticed that my top coat was already a little bit too dry, but it actually turned out really well for this loose glitter, because if it was too wet, it would have been like a glitter overload, and now it actually is a good amount, which I actually really like. So just brush off any excess and just let it completely dry. And then just to finish this one off, I added an extra layer of top coat and just capping off the edges as well. And that was actually already in the entire design. Make sure to apply a decent layer of top coat to the other nails as well, and making sure especially the drag marble, like the fire or flame nails, are completely dried. You do want to wait for like 10 to 15 minutes because you did apply a decent amount of polish, and it might need a little bit more time to harden out and just dry completely. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this Sailor Mars inspired design. Do check out the Sailor Moon, the Sailor Venus, and the Sailor Jupiter design as well. And I really hope you enjoy this. Do let me know in the comments down below which one of these 4 designs in total is your favorite. I might even do like the other sailors as well, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I really wanted to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you really liked this design as much as I did, and I will see you guys in the next video.